I'm a man. I'm 40.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice.
Welcome back like we never, ever left in the first place. This is our big all-star weekend first half NBA blowout special. I'm real excited for this one. Got some friends here with me to talk about my favorite weekend in sports, the Black Super Bowl, call it whatever the hell you want to call it. It's the best weekend in sports. Brad, I'm with Brad from, where are you from? Where are you from today?
I'm from Iowa.
Still
in Iowa, yeah.
That's a shame.
Never left, dude. Never.
Why not?
I got nothing for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Edit that shit out. I don't know. Re-ask.
No, too late. Josh, you keeping warm or what?
I'm staying warm. Giving another shout out to my main man, Maurice Spates, dropping 32.
Maurice.
And give props to the Oracle for starting the MVP chant for him. That was beautiful.
No, they did. Did they really?
Yes, they did. He gave him MVP. It was awesome.
Oh, God. Ryan or Maurice Spates, whichever one you are. How are you?
I'm not Maurice Spates. I'm good. I recommend everyone stick around and see how I can organically work Nebraska athletics into an NBA All-Star podcast. It'll happen.
You know what? I really hope it happens. Because I haven't heard anything about Nebraska in about 15 minutes, and I'm over here. But that's for another time, because this is our first half / All-Star Game blowout. Let's get it started. Everybody, this has been, honestly, for me, one of the most depressing NBA seasons in a long time. A lot of hype leading up to the return of the Red Knight, Chicago's finest, number one in your hearts, number one in your programs, Derrick Rose, and he lasted 9 games. But we won't talk about that because this is happy time. This is not sad. Let Brian be depressed about stuff. Time. First half surprises. Let's talk some surprises. Josh, I think you're going to go first on this one because I know pre-show you were telling me you had something huge to say for this.
Huge,
so you're going to go ahead and go first.
Are we
for this
talking,
one. Your first half, biggest surprise, player or team, whatever you want.
Player or team. I'm going to do Suns. I think Suns is the easy pick. What are they right now? I think they're a few games over 500 right now. No one thought they were going to be even in the playoff hunt. People thought they were going to be tanking. And then this is kind of a different take, but for a letdown, I'm kind of disappointed in Minnesota. I thought they would have kind of turned the edge and maybe start competing for a playoff spot, but it's kind of the same ordeal with Rubio and their bench and defense, so that's kind of been a letdown for me in terms of a different take on that one.
Yeah, it's funny, the Suns are kind of playing like the Timberwolves were supposed to in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least in record-wise. Especially because Vegas had their over-under at what? Like,
ooh, I don't even know.
Or something like that going into the season? The Suns, and they already doubled that?
Exactly, yeah.
Who would have thought? Brad?
I'd say the most surprising would be the entire East and how much they fucking blow. I mean, it's hard to watch. I mean, it's Bulls Brooklyn right now on TNT, and these teams are just god-awful, like they don't even care. It's the top 3 seeds are the only teams over 500 or something like that in the East. Indiana, Miami, and Toronto. I mean, Toronto's a 3 seed. Are you shitting me?
Charlotte's going to the playoffs.
That's you're basically just proving Brad's point with that.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying.
I am going to go with Portland for my first half surprise. They're kind of taking a little bit of the Warriors method there, shooting the lights out of the gym but not playing very good defense. So they probably won't go very far in the playoffs or the second half, but
what do you guys?
First in points per game, and they're just electric behind the arc. So
Also,
I would say Portland, just sheer entertainment value, is a surprise.
I like
They-
Wesley Matthews' play with Blazers this year. I think he stepped it up a lot, hitting the three a lot better. I think he's hitting the best he has his whole career, and he has that post game too. I don't know. I've liked Wesley Matthews' pickup of play this year.
You know what my only problem with Wesley Matthews is though this year? He sometimes he's like that guy in the gym that hits his first two and then thinks that gives him the right to shoot the next 9.
But he's a shooter. I mean,
I understand, but I mean when you're the 4th option on offense, I mean I don't know. He gets a little let's say excited is the word sometimes when he hits his first couple of shots. But other than that, I mean, that's just picking nits. What do you guys think? Before I get to my surprise, I want to bring up. Ryan said, the Blazers are a big surprise. I mean, that's nothing. He's not reinventing the wheel or anything here. But do you guys think they're legit? Like, I mean, could they really make noise in the playoffs, or is this just kind of like, it's a fun team, but once it comes crunch time, when the big boy pants come on, are they going to be able to hang? I'll let you guys hit on that.
kind of go back to what I said was, they aren't playing great defense. I think they're in the bottom half, way down at the bottom half of points allowed, but they're first in points, per game. So, I mean, it depends on if they can outscore opponents. I don't think when it comes down to playing the top half of the West that they're going to be able to do that more often than not. So they can. I think they'll get to the playoffs, but I think it's a first round exit for them.
Yeah, I definitely think in a 7-game series they just don't have the experience, first of all, really to do it, and I think the matchups will be really important too. I mean, like we talked about, I think last podcast, there's so many great matchups in the first round of the West, and it's crazy to think that of the 8 great teams that are there right now, that only 4 of them are going to move on to the next round. So, I mean, if they somehow would get matched up with Golden State, that they both are terrible on defense, but I think there's just I don't have a whole lot of faith in them doing much in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's funny. You look at like Golden State and Houston and Portland, and you think that those 3 sound like at least first round wins for in the playoffs, but 2 of them aren't even getting out. 2 of them are losing to somebody. That 4-5 matchup, whoever it ends up being, and I'm rooting for it to be like Houston Golden State. I think that could be a super duper fun series. Portland Houston, Portland Golden State. That could be like a lot of fun for 6 or 7 games.
Every single West playoff matchup is going to be awesome. And then you got the East, it's going to be complete opposite.
Unless you get like Spurs,
for,
Spurs Grizzlies or something isn't going to be. I mean, whatever. We've seen it.
Yeah.
What's the record for most combined points in an NBA game? Because a Portland Golden State series, at least one of those games will break it.
It's 250 something.
Those games will be ending like 160 to 155.
And that's the thing, especially
going to be able to stop anyone.
But I going back to the Portland in the playoffs thing, I think they have a better chance than I think people realize. Although they have been, when they get to the crunch time against like the big boy teams like the Thunder and the Clippers and teams like that, they've been, I don't want to say exposed, but they're so young and they're so inexperienced all across the board. And people say that their depth whatever got better, but Mo Williams is. I'd say I don't understand how he keeps getting contracts. I'd say he's one of the worst players that exist on the planet. And this is a literal call out to Mo Williams. And I know you're listening out there. If you want to come play me one-on-one right now, I will record it and we'll do a live recording of me and Mo Williams playing one-on-one, and I will beat you 11-0. And I will have no issues doing it. I'm taller than you. I'm bigger than you. I'm going to take you down in the post, and you're not going to score on me. It's an absolute fact.
But LeBron didn't need help in Cleveland, and he was a choker, right?
Mo
Williams was.
I never said that.
Man.
I was never one of those people.
He had it so bad in Cleveland. That was a little bit out of left field.
LeBron got that scrubbed on an all-star team. I just want to point that fact out.
Yeah.
If getting back to Portland, if they get matched up with like a Golden State Houston, then I think give them a little more of an edge. But I don't know. I think they'll probably get matched up with the team San Antonio or Oklahoma City or whoever, and they probably won't make it out of the first round if they do, because they played an okay game against Oklahoma City the other night, and if they make a couple more plays, they probably win, but they can't do it on a series-to-series basis.
They got no chance with Oklahoma City. Josh, go ahead. What do you got to say?
Well, I was just going to point out some players that have been playing well or surprised me. I have a few here. Aaron Aflalo, he's been playing very consistent throughout the year. I think he potentially could have been an all-star.
He's going to get moved.
Yeah, I mean, potentially. That's yeah.
You know who needs to go after him is either them or Phoenix needs to go after him. Because I think Phoenix is going all in this year. And
Thunder are trying to score, so
he could help a contender. Absolutely.
He gets after on the defensive end, too.
Mm-hmm.
3 other players. These are all, well, I guess 4 or 5s. Anthony Davis, he's picked up his game tremendously this year. He should have been an all-star pick right away. Blake Griffin shined without Chris Paul, and Serge Ibaka, once again, is improving year after year in every single part of his game. So those are some players I think that have stepped it up, been consistently well throughout the year this year.
AD's kind of starting to make that
superstar.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting scary, man. He's hitting that mid-range shot now. Him in transition is ridiculous. Those arms, man, he is literally Stretch Armstrong. Like when you get him in transition, that speed it's killer. I love me some AD. That's for sure.
I'm gonna go on record and say that Anthony Davis will set the record for the most 5x5 games in the NBA. I think the record's only like 4 or 5 or something like that. But he's
in a season?
Yeah. Or
wow.
Or I don't know. It might have been career, but I mean he almost is a walking 5x5 because his ability to block shots and also steal. I mean he was a point guard up until his senior year of high school or whatever.
Shots out.
Yeah, he also very well could set the record for the most quadruple doubles. He's gotten a few away in a couple different games already in his short career. So he's such a unique and fun player to watch.
He'll absolutely get one. And you know what? When people do say that he did come out of nowhere, that's not exaggerated because I've living in Chicago for most of my life, I followed high school basketball like pretty closely. At least read the results in the paper, read all the articles about it. Like high school basketball is a big thing up there, and I mean, I really never heard of him. I mean, the fact that he came out of nowhere, he went to a small school. Mostly players like him usually end up at the big schools like Simeon or Whitney Young. But I mean, the school he went to was tiny, and he literally got no pub, and then he grew 8 inches, and all of a sudden it's like holy moly, this point guard can really be something as a big man. Getting to my surprise though, none of you have brought it up yet. I think just the circus act and sideshow that's been the Cleveland Cavaliers basketball organization this season it really saddens me. Like, I'm a huge Kyrie fan, but it's getting to the point almost, and everyone was saying this is the year, it's the third year is when the superstars kind of take that extra step up. And this was supposed to be that year for Kyrie, but I understand it's the environment, and they've blown every pick, and they haven't surrounded him with any talent that complements his game whatsoever. But, I mean, at some point to be considered a great player, you have to win more than 35% of your games. I mean, the excuses, you can make excuses all day, and some of them may be legitimate, but when is it going to translate to wins? I mean, I have a Kyrie Irving jersey. Like, I went out of my way. I love me some Kyrie. And I just want to say, I mean, his attitude is terrible. I mean, he's got I know he's young. I understand he's young, but.
And he's in Cleveland.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not even saying just the city. I'm saying that team, from bottom up, the whole organization's been a train wreck. I mean, LeBron stopped the wreckage, but as soon as he left, it's just been worse than before. You know, they bringing in Bynum, who was kicked out of practice because he wouldn't stop shooting the ball.
That story is amazing.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But to think that a professional organization let that go on for as long as they did before getting rid of him, it's just.
And did you see the Yeah, did you see the story that about the Dang's like camp or whatever, claiming that he's been complaining about it? Did anybody else see that with all the little things he said?
He's complaining about Cleveland. I didn't see that specific story, but I heard he doesn't like it already.
Yeah, there was a story about like somebody in Dang's, like one of Dang's people, like his agent or whatever, leaked him like telling these stories about the locker room, and the one that stuck with me the most, and this is honestly one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my life, is that players were taking their jerseys off at halftime and refusing to go back in. You can't. Geez. What is that? Like that is the most unprofessional.
The plot of a terrible movie.
Yeah, that does. That's exactly. It sounds like one of those like American Pie, like basketball team or something like their beer ball or something like that. Like some terrible American Pie team. I mean, that's it may be a train wreck and a mess and all that, but I thought they were going to do better. I thought they were going to contend for a playoff spot, and the fact that they aren't, and that's garbage. One of probably the worst conference overall of all time, besides the top two teams. I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed. I'd like to see my boy Kyrie succeed a little more. Hopefully next year he comes back with a little more of a professional attitude, gets in tip-top shape, does the whole I'm going to dedicate myself to basketball thing rather than commercials. And you know what? I get it. He's 21 years old. Enjoy yourself. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not the type of idiot fan that lives in fairy tale land where, every player wants to win a championship and is 100% dedicated to it and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, there's a line, and he's got to get on the other side of it if he wants to be a superstar. So I'm off the superstar bandwagon until he proves me wrong. Kyrie, I would love for you to prove me wrong. I'm asking you to please prove me wrong. Should we move on? Anybody else got something to say on this topic? Or should we
I was going to say, do you see that do you chalk it up to just Kyrie just having a down year, or do you think there's a major attitude problem in the locker room or with him in specifically that's contributing to his down year?
I'd say it's a combination of everything, of the awful environment that he's in, the fact that Cleveland hasn't surrounded him with any real talent whatsoever. I think it's a combination of all those things kind of swirled in to make a 21-year-old kind of a little disenchanted with the whole NBA thing. It's a long season, and he's been. But I mean, I think in a vacuum, I don't think it's his attitude problem. But when you combine all the factors and add them up, absolutely, he needs to get it together.
With new leadership coming into Cleveland, do you see any possibility of him getting moved?
I mean, anything's possible when you look at it. I think there's only two untradeable players in the NBA. Well, maybe I'd say there's the only three untradeable NBA players right now are LeBron, Durant, and Anthony Davis. I think that every GM hangs up the phone if you bring those. Those are the only three names up that a GM absolutely hangs the phone up when you ask about. So I wouldn't say they're not looking at it, because a good GM looks at every possibility, but I wouldn't do it. I think that he could turn around. He's got time. Like I said, he's 21. The only issue would be is if he takes that one-year qualifying offer and doesn't sign, which would be, a little strange. I mean, it's never happened before with a franchise guy like that, where he didn't take the 4-year extension or with the 3-year with the opt-out after, or the 4-year with the opt-out after 3 if he wanted to. That's never really happened before. So if that happens this offseason, things could be looking a little different. But, that's a lot of money to just kind of throw away for the chance at, greener pastures. Because, grass isn't always greener, but I don't know. The grass is pretty brown in Cleveland. I've been there.
Did you see Ava Devine said she'd have sex with all the Cleveland Cavalier team? This porn star said she'd have sex with the whole Cavs team if they made the playoffs. Ava Devine.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
But aren't they? I'm pretty sure they just mathematically eliminated themselves.
Did they really? I did not see that.
I think their last loss mathematically.
What a tease. What a
eliminated them.
tease.
Right?
I didn't have that double the other night.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
exactly.
I feel so. Shout out my boy Luol Deng, man. You gave your heart and soul and literally almost died for Chicago, and then we send you to somewhere like it had to happen. I understand it, but we send you to Cleveland. Like, shout out my boy Lou, man.
He'll be gone.
We did you dirty. Yeah, I know he'll be gone, but still, we did you dirty, man. Shout out Lou. One bold prediction I do want to make, I guess this isn't really that bold, but it's a prediction that I have for the rest of the season, is the Suns are going to fall out.
Oh.
They're not going to end up making the playoffs, I don't think. I think this is one of those, I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen the same story before, and it's such a young team, and it's kind of like one of those, the parts are working right now, but it's kind of shaky. You know that at any point you're wondering just when the train's going to fall off. And I just think it's not going to be the players' fault. It's just going to be the fact that their talent isn't going to be enough. Because the second half of the season is when teams start to, okay, you know, first half is a lot of fun. Let's hoop. Let's play basketball. Let's get it done. Let's get paid. The second half is when it's kind of like, okay, it's real now. Now it's time to make that playoff push if you're not already in it. And you got Memphis, Dallas, both of them are fighting for those last spots. I mean, even Houston's going to put it together a little bit of a run. And I don't know, Phoenix might end up finding themselves on the outside looking in, and it end up being no fault of their own.
Bledsoe coming back eventually, though, too, to keep in mind as well for that.
I understand.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Well, who knows, though, with Dragic and how well those two will.
And I love it. I love the thing that they're. I love everything that the Suns are doing this year.
That backcourt was really fun to watch.
Yeah. Brad, what did you have to say?
When we're throwing out like predictions that kind of bold predictions. When I was watching the Warriors Heat last night, I just thought, LeBron had a pretty monster game. I know Durant hasn't fallen off by any means since his streak got broken, but not that ESPN has a huge hand in the MVP voting. But there's so much LeBron this, LeBron that, and that's all throughout the year. But as soon as Durant's streak was over, it's like they're pushing LeBron even harder. And I just got to thinking, if Wade starts playing more after the All-Star break, if they have a big run, I could see LeBron winning the MVP. And that's not really a bold prediction, but man, Durant damn near locked it up with that stretch he was on, in my opinion. And I'm a big LeBron fan, but I just got to thinking, he could end up getting his third one in a row.
Another thing with that would be Russell Westbrook coming back and even taking away some of the production. But what were you going to say, Ryan?
I was going to say one thing that I think, not necessarily that ESPN pushes LeBron or anything like that, but I think that one thing that might hurt Durant is that, think about, when Miami plays, when they're on national TV, they're usually the first game on TNT or ESPN. And then think about when Oklahoma City plays when they're on national TV. They're usually like tonight they tip at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. That's a late game, so you might not have these, hardcore basketball people staying up to watch that game, especially since it'll probably be a runaway for Oklahoma City. It kind of hurts Durant a little bit because you're not seeing his performance. You're just kind of hearing about it. So it's not a huge factor, I know, but it kind of goes back to that East Coast bias type of thing. So Oklahoma City playing like not only more West Coast games, but they're also in the Northwest Division. So they're playing, Utah and Minnesota, teams that aren't going to get premier slots. So that might hurt Durant a little bit in the MVP voting.
I'd like to go on a little bit of a LeBron rant here. I have a few things to say regarding him. And I am a hater. I'm a certified absolutely hater. I have my 7-year badge. I just got it in the mail. I sewed it onto my vest the other night. I'm pretty proud of it for the LeBron Hater fan club. But and also I did just write an article. Are we recording? blog.wordpress.com. You can find it there. Basically saying that he's the greatest player I've ever seen live. So don't go saying that I don't think that he's good after this. he needs to shut the hell up, and B, his little videos and little dunks that he does right around this time every year. I don't know if you guys remember last year he was doing this stuff during pregame, and then all of a sudden this video gets leaked of him doing these cool dunks. Sure, they're cool, but I retweeted a buddy of mine from home the other day, and he said, "Yeah, were the dunks cool? Yeah, but am I impressed by the greatest player in the world throwing it off the wall and catching it off a bounce and dunking? No." And I agree with that. This guy people have been begging him to do the dunk contest for his entire career, because we can all see that he's probably the best dunker in the league.
Debatable,
sure,
most
but
athletic and can get up.
Okay, let me ask you this real quick before I go on. If he was in a dunk contest right now, I'm asking you this right now. If he was in a dunk contest this year's field, if he replaced Damian Lillard in this year's field, would he not win? Would he not have the ability to win?
Give me Gerald Green. No, he would. He'd definitely be the favorite.
He'd be the favorite.
This is a side thing for me. He doesn't have like this. This is a very small criticism of him. I feel he doesn't have the smoothness of a dunker. He's kind of just a big, athletic guy and just throws it down. Where compared to a Gerald Green, a Terrence Ross, where it seems so much more fluid, or Vince Carter back in the day. He would be awesome to watch, but I think it's just interesting to see that.
Okay, there's not a single basketball fan in the entire world that doesn't want LeBron to do the dunk contest, and that's a basic fact. Begging him. And he releases this video of him practicing or doing these dunks in practice now the week of the dunk contest. It's such nonsense. He's so like image conscious. I can't stand it. He's so like, I don't even know how I even want to say this, but he really just needs to quit being so afraid to fail. I've never seen anyone that is so good at something so afraid to fail. I mean, he is so scared of not doing well, and he says, him and his boy D Wade.
Fuck Dwayne
Wade. I just hit the like button on that. Him and his boy Dwayne saying, "Oh, what does he have to do? Jump over a plane?" No! Who the hell is asking him to jump over a plane? We just want to see him in it. I hate LeBron. I dislike him as a person. I don't like how he acts on the court. I don't like his sense of entitlement. But I would love and nothing more than to see him in a dunk contest. Like, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? And he says, "Oh, the expectations were too high," and then he releases these little videos. I'm so goddamn sick of it. I can't stand this dude. I really can't. I really hate the fact that I'm gonna have to tell my kids someday how great LeBron was and that he was the best player I've ever seen live. But I'm not going to be able to really explain to them how big of a bitch that LeBron James really is. I just wanted to get that off my chest. He's an amazing player, best player I've ever seen live, but he's the biggest bitch I've ever seen in a sport in my entire life. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know if you guys have something to say on that, or if we should move on.
I can just say you can just be justified at the end of the year knowing that they won't win it all. So you can sleep.
You don't think so?
No.
If you want my thoughts on that, you can check arewerecordingblog.wordpress.com. I just wrote a column.
Just one more plug-in on it.
I'd say, I bought him in the dunk contest since he came to the league as well. I'm a huge LeBron fan, so when he said he was going to do it at Dallas, I was super hyped. Didn't happen.
That's another thing. God, he's the worst.
The videos and stuff, I can understand why it's like a cock tease. Like, yeah, it's pretty annoying. Faulting him for being so afraid to fail, though, that's the thing that I don't. If you're gonna fault him on one thing and say that's his biggest thing, okay, so he wants to be perfect. I understand it's stupid that he doesn't do the contest, citing that as his reason because we want to see it so bad. But I don't know. When he talked about being scared, it made me think of like how he didn't want to take the shot the All-Star game last year, and how he was always afraid to take the shot in the big game before. But I think, I don't know, I'm a big fan of him, so I'm definitely gonna back him and defend him to the death. But the whole scare thing, because he wants to be perfect and wants to make the best play, is something that I thought should be admired. And I mean, his flopping, that's bitch made for sure. I can't stand that either. But it happens all across the league. It's something he can use to win, whether it's stupid and he doesn't need to do it, whatever. I mean, I agree, but he gets too much hate. I mean,
when you're the best player in the entire world, you shouldn't need to flop or act like that.
Just get rid of flopping.
You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Then
the only way they're going to do that is if they start handing out suspensions.
Which I think they should. I mean,
absolutely. I absolutely think
if LeBron, they won't do it because it's LeBron, but if LeBron got a 5 or 10 game suspension for his several cases of egregious flopping, people would stop doing it. But you got to make a point, but you're not going to take out the best player in the world, you know. It's not going to happen.
Step up, Silver. Step up. Ryan, you had something to say?
I was just going to say, not to disagree with any point that you said, because I really don't, but if we're going to call out LeBron for not doing the dunk contest, I think we have to call out other star players for not doing the dunk contest either. I think the dunk contest would be great. I understand it's different, but I also want to see the best players in the NBA, or at least the best athletes in the NBA do that contest. So I'd like to see LeBron do it. I'd like to see Kevin do it. I'd like to see, other big time players do it. I understand that All-Star Weekend's kind of their time to relax and enjoy the break, but I think it'd be, even if they, I don't know, maybe if I don't know how to tweak the dunk contest to make it more enticing for those players to want to do it.
Money.
Other than yeah, but at the same time, it's like if you're making that much money already, is like throwing an extra million at you really going to make you want to do it more? I don't know. I don't think money is the be all to get them to do it.
Here's the thing: is I don't really. There's no really other player that I would want in the dunk contest that hasn't tried it out. I mean, the best dunkers. Durant's he's not a showman dunker. He's a look at how long I am and I'm insane dunker.
Yeah,
it's not a dunk
contest. Thought of this.
Thing.
What if the dunk contest was halftime at the All-Star game instead of on Saturday? Then you're already in uniform. You're already playing, so you might as well you might as well go out there.
Negative.
Be less people.
Negative.
Doing that.
You think it'd be less people?
I think if you're playing a game and that's not a super competitive game, but you're going to be tired from the first half, have to play the second half. I wouldn't see that happening. But
I think I'm just throwing it. I obviously it'd have to be fleshed out more to where if you do the dunk contest, you don't I don't know.
Jordan did it. Kobe did it. Who's the next best wing player after Kobe?
Carmelo.
No, he's not. Who's the next best? Who's the next best after Jordan did it? Kobe did it. LeBron is the literal next step in that chain. And what has he done? Nothing but sit there in his stupid little outfits and act too cool for school. That's the other problem. Is if this generation of players didn't think that they had to be so goddamn cool all the time, which is one of the Heat's honestly biggest issue. If they have one, which they do, they have issues. Every team does, but you can't really knock the two-time defending champ very much. But if he didn't have to be so cool all the time, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Hey, can you set that question up for me again? Best wing player? Set that question up for me again.
Okay, MJ did it. Kobe did it. Next best wing player.
Teron Petaway. There's your Nebraska reference. Got it in.
This is... All right, well, that was it for the recording podcast. No,
Ryan's bad podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, who would be your top 3 players right now in the NBA that you'd want in the dunk contest? I'd personally I'd do LeBron. I think he's the most gifted athlete. I like having Terrence Ross defend the title, and then I'll put Gerald Green in the best dunker in the NBA in there, and he'll win it all.
Top 3 that I'd want to do it are LeBron, Paul George, who's already done one and is doing another one because he's not a little pussy boy. And Gerald Green, Terrence Ross. I mean, there's a million great dunkers, and they've all done the dunk contest. I mean, that have been invited. I mean, I'm sure some people have turned it down, but it's not for reasons that they're afraid to fail. It's for reasons that I'd rather spend this weekend on vacation with my family than doing the dunk contest, which is totally understandable. But LeBron will just be sitting there courtside in his stupid prescription-less glasses looking like a dumbass with all his buddies acting too cool to even react to the dunk.
If he would happen to do it and not win, though, he would get so much hate. I mean, he gets hate and love for doing
that's bullshit. I don't agree with that. I mean, the dude gets hate walking out the door. What would be
No,
different?
that's what I just said. He gets love and hate for whatever he does from people that are gonna hate, and then he has people that'll love him walking out the door, like you said. Oh, LeBron's the best at wearing a watch. I mean, you got those people, but I still think he should be in it. But if he didn't win, he would get hate that he sucks. Jordan won the contest, and Jordan made failure an unacceptable thing. 6 for 6, six finals MVPs.
That doesn't excuse LeBron for.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just stating that because Jordan was so good.
Might have made.
I think we should move on. Enough of this negativity talk.
Yeah,
Does anybody have anything real quick before we move on? I think we should get on to anybody else.
I'm set.
F you, LeBron. You're the worst.
We're all set our piece.
Let's go real quick for this one around the table. Awards. Who you got? MVP, Coach of the Year, and then if you got a 6-man, it's been a slow 6-man season just because of all the injuries to everybody, because it's usually a guard, and all the bench guards are having to start for their teams. So if you got, let's go MVP, Coach of the Year. If you got a 6-man, throw them out there. Start with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, Ryan.
My MVP is going to go to Kevin Durant, and my Coach of the Year is going to go to Jeff Hornacek.
I'm the exact same.
Yeah, make it 3.
I think all 4 of us. Yeah, that's not a first on the RAWR podcast. Iceberg Slim, Hornacek. I mean, there's other candidates, but I don't think that as of right now you can really pick anybody else. All right, so first team All-NBA through the first half. Well, I mean, it's a little more than the first half, but it's the unofficial first half of the season. We don't have to all list out 5. Let's just kind of come up with a collective 5. Everybody nominate a guard. Everybody nominate 2 guards, right? Or 1 guard right now, and then we'll come up with a collective 2. I'll go first. I got Steph Curry, and then I don't know. He may not be on everybody's team, but I got my boy Goran Dragic. I think he's been literally carrying a team. He's been the best player on the biggest surprise team in the league. I mean, he's got that garbage team in the playoffs right now. I think he deserves it. I think he deserves a shot up there.
I got give me Chris Paul. Oh gosh.
So you think Chris Paul? I mean, he's been hurt though. He's been out.
He's still the best.
But I don't think you can put him on first team All NBA.
Oh, okay, guys. I was thinking about that.
I'm talking about first team All NBA through
first half of the season.
50 games.
Also, shooting guards are good for this too, right? It's just
I think it's just 2 guards. 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. I think that's how they break it down.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
pretty much.
I mean, I would put James Harden maybe over Goran Dragic. I can't say his name currently.
Dragic. You gotta have a Dragic.
I'd also.
Dragic.
I wouldn't be opposed to putting John Wall in that top All NBA.
He's up there.
He's been putting a push for one of the better.
I'm okay. I could get down with John Wall.
2 forwards are the easiest, though. We know who those are going to be.
I think that's
Carmelo and. No, all right.
Carmelo and Jimmy Butler.
Exactly.
No, I mean LeBron and Durant. I don't think you can. I mean Paul George, but that kind of sucks for him that he's
I guess you could put him at a guard.
He's
I picked Paul
he doesn't
George.
play guard, but
he's not a guard. He was a guard.
I put Paul George on my team because I wanted a 4. So
you got him over LeBron and Durant. Who'd you take? Who would you take off?
I put Durant as my 3, and then I put Paul George as my 4, just because I wanted a true 4.
Then where's LeBron?
I mean, no.
LeBron isn't on your team. I'm cool with your team then.
I did not have LeBron on there.
Good for you.
I had.
I mean, that's wrong, but good for you.
Well, you're gonna hate me because for guards I had Steph Curry, and then I had to pick someone from the East, so I picked Joe Johnson.
You say Paul George is a true 4? That's what I'm.
That's me hitting my head with the Are We Recording Podcast binder because you just put Joe Johnson on any sort of All-NBA team. He's on the All-NBA team. He's on the All-NBA. I have the worst. I'm the worst ever team. That's the team that he's on.
I just wanted to be different, so I had to pick someone I knew no one else would pick.
So did we come up with a consensus? I mean, well, what about center? We haven't talked about center.
We got to pick center. I picked Dwight Howard.
This is tough. See, the case
for
Pippen is so crazy too because he's on a good team. He's not as good as it kind of comes off as, but who else are you gonna?
How about the popular pick that I know you two will both agree with? How about your guys' boy Joakim?
I literally have that written down, baby.
I'll take him.
I think he deserves some consideration. I mean, he's been playing great. He's been healthy. But I mean, there was that little lull when he, was pissed off that Dan got traded, which is, I mean, that's his buddy. I mean, that's his boy. He's gonna obviously be pissed. I mean, this has been. I can't think of a worse season that you could have if you're a Chicago Bull. I mean, last year you fought your ass off knowing that it was because of next year Rose would be back and this was preparation for this was the year. This is the year that
it's starting to sound like the Chicago Cubs. No, this is the year.
But this is I'm talking about it as like I'm in their head. They went through all of last year and they fought their asses off playing 60 minutes a game in the playoffs in that first round. And then Noah didn't even sit from the first game of the first round till the Heat game, and he was playing on one leg because in their heads they knew, this season we're gonna get after it. We're gonna try our asses off. We're gonna be scrappy because next year our boy's coming back. The leader of the team's gonna be back, and we're gonna make it happen next year. This is in their head, and then Rose goes down 9 games in. I mean, it just the bubble, the balloon just deflated on all of them. I mean, that's understandable.
I'm okay with Joakim. I think today against the Nets too, he was 3 assists away for his, I think, second consecutive triple-double. If he had 3 more assists today, I think he also leads the Bulls in assists, which is, I love his passing game. It's awesome to watch.
He's great.
But another guy that I wouldn't mind considering if he didn't get so much foul trouble, which may give it away, is DeMarcus Cousins. I think he's a force down low. He's young, he's coming up, but if he just lays off some of the fouls, some of the harsh reactions due to his temper or whatever it may be, I think he could become a stud at the 5 too. I think he's a great player down in Sacramento.
He is a monster. I tweeted out from our account he eats post offenders for breakfast, brunch, lunch, second lunch, appetizer, dinner, and dessert, midnight snack, and fourth meal. Like he's a load. You can't guard him. One-on-one, you got to bring help and get him frustrated and in foul trouble, because if you don't do that, nobody's guarding him one-on-one. He's a monster. He's ridiculous. So I could get down with that.
Who are we gonna go with then? I mean, do we have
a
true pick there? Because I mean, Howard's kind of like the cop out. I mean,
it is.
But I can't disagree with it.
That's my cop-out pick. I'll agree with that. That's my cop-out pick.
So who are we gonna?
I don't know who I really want to pick here, so I'll put Dwight Howard.
So who's our 2 guards? Who did we come to a consensus? Steph and Steph Curry. I think that's we can all agree.
Yeah.
John Wall.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that works for me.
So Steph and John Wall as our guards, and then LeBron and Durant for our forwards. Ryan, you're out of your damn mind. And center, who do we got? I mean, do we want to say Noah? I mean, we're all talking about him.
Let's go Noah.
I'll say Noah.
All right, our first team All-NBA, and we do have a vote, actually. I just got the letter in the mail. The Adam Silver.
I think we have 2.
Yeah. Oh, do we? Do we have 2? Okay, I didn't read that. I didn't read it very carefully. He must have sent you one also. So our All-NBA team, you heard it here first. So far through the first half, Steph Curry, John Wall, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Iceberg Slim, and Joakim Noah at center.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that was our first half preview. Let's get to this weekend, man. I can't wait. I think this is. I mean, I love it. I just love this weekend so much. It's my favorite weekend of the year. Honestly, one of my goals in life is to sit courtside. Like if I had a Make-A-Wish thing going on in my life, sitting courtside at All-Star Weekend would be
Next to
that's it.
LeBron James, right? Next to LeBron.
No, I don't want to sit anywhere near him. I would rather sit somewhere else.
Gotcha.
But no, honestly, sitting courtside with these guys would just be so much fun. Saturday night is my favorite night of the year in any. I mean, not sports. Any arena. All-Star Saturday night is my favorite night of the year. I want to talk about a few All-Star snubs and one scrub in particular. But I'll save mine. I'll save mine for second or third. I'll save mine a little bit. So Brad, you had one snub or multiple snubs. I don't know, whatever you came up with for All-Star snubs this year.
Well, there's a lot actually. I would go Kyle Lowry, huge snub. I think compared statistically to the other guards in the league, he's in the top. I think he leads 6 or 7 of them, and is in the top 5 in the other statistical categories.
He's like second in point guard player efficiency rating this year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Lance Stevenson, I mean, the 8th grader, he's stepped up his game.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Aflalo, he's had a monster year, like Josh brought up, somewhat surprising, almost out of nowhere. I mean, for the year he's having, I don't think anyone expected it. Davis not getting on the team originally, big time snub.
But he's on there now. He's there. So
yeah, but Kobe should have never. I mean, come on.
I mean, that's the fans. I mean, what are you gonna? He's a hero in the second biggest city in
Regardless,
America.
he should have been on it. Regardless.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Going off on the same note, just because I think I know who your scrub is already. I'm gonna say Dwayne Wade making the team, absolute garbage.
That wasn't my scrub.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know your scrub's probably someone different, if I know you as well as I think I do. But Dwayne Wade making the team. I mean, there's rumors now that he's not even gonna play. I don't see why he would play. He's limiting his time in the regular season to try to conserve his knees or whatever. So why would he play at the All-Star game?
Did you
I hope
see
his
last
knee
night?
blows out on
Did
the
you see last night?
Saturday. I hope
He sat out the
stands up
game
and blows
before
his knee out.
with a migraine, and I'm doing air quotes. I'm a migraine headache, and then they flew to San Francisco. They had his birthday party, and then the next game he sat out because he warmed up, got in uniform, and then his foot hurt or whatever the hell it was. That dude is unreal. He's when he's on, he's the baddest dude on the planet, but he's awful.
I can't stand watching him play.
Me neither. Not anymore. I used to kind of like watching him play, but
Ever since he made his little personal vendetta against Durant, I can't stand him anymore.
Brett,
I don't know why he. I'm gonna continue on to this. I don't know why he made this little. I don't know why he made it his personal war to go after Durant. Because, seriously, it's Kevin Durant. It's not.
Well, that was more of
that's a direct.
I
I understand it's a direct threat to their championship hopes, but it's not like. It's not like Kevin Durant is going out and.
It's because of that Gatorade commercial, bro.
Well, I know that's why it is, but it's so dumb. I can't.
You know why he did it, Brad? Hit me with it. Your trademark line. Hit me with it.
Fuck Dwayne Wade.
That's right. Josh, what do you got?
I agree with Brad pretty much on everything about AD, Lowry, all of them. But I also kind of a little homer plug in here. But another guy that hasn't gotten talked about a lot is Al Jefferson. I know I brought him up last time, but I think. Some stats here. He scored 30 or more points in 7 of his last 14 games.
Big Al's been eating, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and at the end of January, he was averaging 26.9 and 11.9 rebounds in the last 10 games. I think he's been doing really well. Kimba's been injured. He could pick up the team. But Brad pretty much listed all the snubs and who should have been. I don't think Joe Johnson should have been on the team.
Nope.
The Kobe was ridiculous.
Sorry about it.
Kobe the best. He pretty much touched on all of them. So,
I think one thing that's semi-off topic is we should start referring to Anthony Davis as Monobrow. I think that's a nickname. They should make him like an evil comic book character-looking guy. That's how they should market him.
I'm cool with that. I just want to list off some stats for you real quick, and you tell me if this says NBA All-Star to you. You ready?
Go for it.
As of this is accumulated last week, so maybe a few decimal points off either way. 15.6 points per game. Defensive stats basically non-existent. 2.8 assists per game. 3.3 rebounds per game. And 44 shooting from the field.
Sounds like a 6th man of the year to me.
Really? You said that sounds like someone who should win an award? Because that sounds like a third option on a regular-ass team to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you look up my stats?
No, I didn't because your stats are better. Those stats are the one and only 7-time All-Star Joe Johnson.
Joe.
I had a friend of mine and my old roommate. He had my favorite Joe Johnson quote of all time. He said, and this isn't verbatim, but he said, "I just don't like his face. I'm just sick of seeing his face." And you know what? I can completely 100% agree with that. He is just there is nothing to him. And you know what? It's fitting that he's on a team that has no colors in their uniform because he is the most bland player of all time. Name me your favorite thing about Joe Johnson. Yep, crickets. Put a cricket sound effect in there, somebody, because it doesn't exist. He's the worst. He is awful, and he's an all-star. What? Why is he an all-star? Give me one reason that he's an all-star. Who is he better than?
Because of the Rock's.
You just named 3 guards. Yeah, I know The Rock probably wouldn't even say so. The Rock would start saying so and then realize what the hell he was saying. And
90s wrestlers, right? It's embarrassing.
You just named 3 guards from the East that are better than Joe Johnson.
Oh yeah, easily too. I really don't understand why himself or Wade made it.
Yeah, I mean, Dwayne. I would rather have Dwayne Wade on my All-Star team than Joe Johnson. He's the worst. I'm preaching negativity tonight. I gotta really.
Joe Johnson, Mo Williams.
Yeah.
Find your boy.
Don't even start. Mo Williams is he's the worst player in the league.
Anytime in the driveway, you got him 1-on-1.
No, Joe Johnson he'll wreck me, but he's bigger. But Mo Williams, I will take you 1-on-1 in the driveway right now. Ryan, do you have anybody, any snubs that we haven't mentioned yet? I think we've covered basically.
My main snub was Kyle Lowry, and I think Brad mentioned him, so yeah, it got covered.
Let's talk a little bit about which of these competitions you guys are looking forward to the most, because I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just a super basketball nerd, but this day is a lot of fun for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm excited for a lot of them. Josh, I'm going to hit you with this one first. Which one are you most looking forward to?
Most looking forward to would definitely be the dunk contest. I think it'd be interesting with Lillard, a bunch of small guards, John Wall. I don't like the Harrison Barnes pick, and I think McLemore could kind of change some things up and surprise some people. But I also like the three-point contest. I think the three-point contest. I think there's some great shooters. You got Steph, you got Marco Bellinelli, who could be a underdog there, Flalo, my man Bradley Beal. So I'm most excited for the dunk. But
Brad?
Dunk contest for me as well. I mean, it's the easy pick. Shooting stars just to see Ella Della Dawn probably though. She's my future wife.
Chi-Town love.
But yeah, dunk contest should be. I mean, the team thing's stupid, but the dunks are the most exciting part for me.
I'm gonna go with shooting stars, because anytime you throw old NBA players on the court and have them in competition, that's a cool thing to see. But then you kind of throw in the intrigue of Steph and Del Curry on the team, and Tim Hardaway Sr. and Tim Hardaway Jr. on a team. That's gonna be kind of fun to see. I mean, I agree. It's intriguing for the casual fan.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
That's the thing.
That's nice too.
This Saturday is usually like a lot of especially the shooting stars. They just kind of throw teams together, and there's 2 of them this year that are just basically thrown together. The Durant, Karl Malone team.
Bosh.
Yeah, but the other 2, I mean, those are actually legit. Like the Currys and the Hardaways, I'm excited to see them play together. And then the 3-point contest.
We need more father-son prodigies to do it.
Yeah, and even the 3-point contest too. I mean, other than Joe, I don't deserve to be here, Johnson. I mean, you got good shooters everywhere. I mean, it's actually like stacked field. The three-point competition is stacked.
I think that's probably the most stacked out of all. I mean.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's stacked. I mean, just looking at it, Bradley Beal, Flalo just hit 10 threes last night. He's ready to go. Lillard's doing everything. I mean, he's going to make the most threes in the league other than Curry. And then you got Steph, Kevin Love, defending champ, Meatballs, Marco Bellinelli. Kyrie can shoot the lights out. I mean, it's a stacked roster. And then, I mean, Bradley Beal's just sitting there like nobody's paying attention to him, and he can win the whole thing. But I don't know. I don't mean to plug another column, but I do have a column coming up tomorrow about my love for the dunk contest. Brad, you've already gotten a sneak peek of it. It's going to be good. Are we recording blog.wordpress.com.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
I just love the dunk contest so much, and I look forward to it every year. I mean, it's my favorite thing of the entire sport. It's my favorite sports event. I like it better than March Madness tournament. I like it better than the baseball playoffs. I like it better than the AFC NFC championship games. It's my favorite one, and I can't not look forward to it. Macklemore, look out for Macklemore. I'm not going to predict him to win, but look out for him to do some crazy stuff. That was going to be
my sneaky little pick there too.
And also not only Macklemore, but another thing, look out for and this isn't really anything bold or anything, but look out for Paul George to put on a show.
I hope he does.
I think he's got that. Not necessarily the Vince Carter feel, because that was a whole different animal, because everyone was like really looking forward to seeing Vince Carter do it. But he can do kind of like a Jason Richardson thing where he just kind of like steals the show, and it's just kind of like, because last time he was in, it was basically it turned into the jump over things contest, and he just kind of had to keep up. So that was he didn't really have it, but now he's an established star, and he had that thing on Jimmy Kimmel where Kimmel asked him if he was going to do it, and he said, only if you come, and all that. I don't know. Just look out for him to put on a show. Should we go into predictions? Who you got? Anybody else got anything to say on that?
Sounds good to me.
Who you got? Time for who you got. Let's go over the results so far for this week. Michigan, Ohio State. Me and everyone besides Brad and 2.0 blew that one. They both guessed Michigan State right. But then you got Oklahoma State and Texas. Me and Brad,
we tried.
The Marcus Smartless Okie State Cowboys.
It's safe to say that we were both way wrong on our team is going to rally behind their fallen star.
They obviously don't care about Marcus
Smart. Yeah, clearly we can tell what they think about him. Duke UNC got postponed, so we all win. Congratulations to everyone.
Lame.
Blazers at Clippers. We all picked the Clippers, so we got that right. I'm going to save this one. I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone else on this podcast for telling me how terrible my picks were and calling it hashtag Brian's bad picks. Also saying that we should just pick the opposite of everything Brian picks, because I'm looking at the list here, and correct me if I'm wrong. The Mavericks at Pacers game. Now again, if I'm wrong, please jump in. Feel free. Don't let me speak. Brad picked the Pacers. Ryan, you picked the Pacers. Josh, you picked the Pacers.
I thought I picked Clemson.
No. Okay. Funny guy. Chris picked the Pacers. New Chris on the block picked the Pacers. And then you got Brian, and that's he's the best looking guy on the podcast. I know you guys can't see us, but it's a fact. He picked the Mavericks, and he got a lot of crap for it. He took it in stride, and I believe it was Brad that said the Brian's bad picks thing. If you guys go to NBA.com and look at the score, they did win. The Mavericks did win, like I said they were going to. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody else on the podcast for giving Brian a bunch of shit.
Hey, you throw shit at a wall enough times, it's gonna stick eventually.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see about that.
What are you in the standings again?
Can we go close?
I'm currently last. Well, we haven't collect. I didn't collect the standings so far. We'll go over those we'll go over the whole week and then the weekend on Monday. We'll just go over
good.
and
Sounds
update
good.
the standings. So let's go to the who you got for this weekend. All-Star Weekend. We're gonna go all 5 events. We're not gonna go rookie sophomore because that's just you can't really predict that one. Shooting Stars Challenge. Should we list out the teams, or have we talked enough about that? We've probably talked about enough.
I think we've talked enough about that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get our picks in. I'm gonna go Brad first.
Give me Team Curry.
The Dells.
The Dells. And your boy Josh is gonna pick the Hardaways. What do you got, Ryan?
I'm going with the Curry team as well.
All right.
And I'm gonna go with Josh, the Hardaways.
All right.
Interesting. Nobody
2
picked.
and 2.
Nobody picked the Bosches. I
Or
don't think they're gonna
Durant.
win.
Because
But Bosch did.
Durant
Bosch
gets
did win it
thrown to the
last
shot.
year. Don't forget, Bosch. No, both the Chris's. I didn't get to that. Both the Chris's picked Kevin Durant, Malone, and my girl Skylar Diggins. But nobody
Sorry
picked
for the
Bosch, and
misinformation.
Bosch's team won last year. I just want to throw that out there.
Bosh.
Skills competition.
Easy. This is easy.
it? Is
It's
it?
Easy. You ready
All
to
right.
mark it down? Give me
Yeah.
Dragic. Give me Dragic.
Okay.
Give it to me.
Okay.
I went Bird Lillard.
Lillard. Brad?
Give me Greek Freak and DeMar.
Greek? You can't get 2.
It's the team. It's team. Isn't it a team
It's a
selection?
team.
I think that's only for I don't think
pretty
that's for
sure
the
it's a-
skills challenge. I
No,
think that's only for the dunk
I'm
contest.
pretty sure it's a team.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
for the skills competition too.
Well, that's lame. Isn't somebody gonna win though? Somebody will have the best time, right?
Either way, if we want overall winner, give me the Greek Freak because he can reach. I mean, on those bounce passes or whatever, he can reach like all the way to the net. Pretty
Just
much.
drop it in.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I was thinking.
Like
I was
we get
thinking
Chuck E.
about
Cheese.
going with that. I was thinking about going that direction, but he's not a point guard. These guys got to get around little spaces, and I think the point guards are going to do it.
If we're going singular picks, then change mine to Lillard. But if it's a team pick, then I still pick Lillard.
Okay.
I pick Lillard's team. If it's personal, then Lillard.
I'm gonna agree with Josh again. I think Dragic wants this one because he's gonna be pissed that he didn't make the team. So this is gonna kind of be his chance to win something. 3-point competition, the most stacked field of the bunch. Let's start with me for this one because I'm sick of being last. I'm gonna go with Aflalo.
Give me
I have
Steph
got-
Curry.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah.
I got Curry as well.
And I got my man Bradley Beal
Ooh.
winning it.
By the way, for the skills competition, new Chris on the block had MC Dub, and the other Chris had Lillard. And for the 3-point, both of the Chris's had Steph. So it's 4 Stephs, Beal, and Aflalo for that. And the crowning jewel of the night, the dunk contest, both Chris's picked Paul George.
Ooh.
Josh,
I
who you
got Paul
got?
George as well.
Oh, Ryan's got Paul George too. He's confident. He's gonna go out of order.
We'll give
Josh?
we'll give the worst award to Harrison Barnes, but we'll have Terrence Ross winning it again.
I think
Brett?
the East wins the competition thing or whatever,
I think that's easy.
and I think the best looking dunker. I don't know who's going to get voted in by the fans because they have like dunker of the night.
Right.
I'll go with,
That's who.
Thrift
That's
Shop.
who we're picking.
Yeah, I'll go with Thrift Shop on that one. Ben McElmore.
Okay.
I hate that.
Now. Yeah, that's an awful thing. I just hate. I hate the song, and you said that, and I was just like, what? Well, you stole mine. I was gonna go Macklemore too.
I'll say Harrison Barnes is going to be the worst. I think he'll be up there for competition.
I think Lillard will be the worst because I think that he's gonna pick one. I just don't see. I don't know.
Does Harrison Barnes have any style? He just gets up.
Hey,
Golden State-
that's the thing is you never really know with these things because I mean he.
No, I know. Yeah, someone's gonna appear out of the blue for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you guys. Harrison Barnes is going to be, other than Lillard, I think he's going to be the worst.
I disagree.
I'm going to go with
for it.
Terrence Ross defending his crown.
Hell yeah.
Although-
I like your picks today.
I'm sick of agreeing with you, but I'm going to go with Ross to defend his crown. But like I said earlier, Benny Mac's a sleeper. Big time sleeper. If he wins it all, I wouldn't be surprised.
If he hits that 720, my brains are turned into pudding.
There's no way he's gonna do it.
No, there's no way. But I mean,
No, I think Terrence Ross is got some. Because last year he was claiming that he was gonna do a lot of stuff that he said I got stuff that no one's ever seen before, and I don't know what the hell he was talking about. So maybe he's saving that for this year. And the big game Sunday night. Who we got? West or East? Go quick.
I'll take the East.
I'll take West.
And then East for me.
I'm going to go West. And real quick, one word, nickname or last name. Who's your MVP? I got Durant.
King James.
Durant.
That's 2 words. God.
I got Joakim Noah.
MVP, really?
Hell
That's
yeah.
also 2 words. I said one word. You know what? You guys
I'm
are
not
all
listening.
I'm sick of you guys not listening to me. This is
What's with
One
this,
of-
you guys? I listened.
Thank you. You know what, Ryan, and that's why you're the best. That was it for this episode of the Are We Recording podcast. Check us out on Twitter at AWR Podcast. We got a blog up and running. We got a lot of good articles coming. Brad's got some. Josh will maybe click on the site. Ryan will have some later in the summer. I got the first one up, and I got one coming up tomorrow. An ode to Vinsanity and the dunk contest. And check us out, arewerecordingblog.wordpress.com.
We got a whole crew of writers too.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming there. We got sports, pop culture, everything. Any of your entertainment needs is going to be on the site. And that was it. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Watch some dunks. It's going to be a good time. I guarantee it. This is going to be the best one in a while. I'm predicting it. And go Cubs.